Hi, this is Larry again. Hopefully you watched the first part of the video concerning panning. Now, part 2, I'm going to talk about what to do with the little gravels that's actually granite, little pieces of granite that are mixed up in your bag. So what you want to do with that, you want to crush it, because, you know, not always, but sometimes you're going to find some gold after you crush it. Can't guarantee it, but for myself, I don't have a lot of time to crush all of that at the moment. But people that do buy it from me and crush it, they always say, "Oh yeah, we found some." I know my brother took some and he crushed it and he was surprised how much he got. There's different ways you can do it. If you don't have one, you can run out and you know, buy a mortar and pestle and crush it that way, because it's real little stuff. Myself, I've made a couple crushers just out of pipes, galvanized pipe that I bought. If you can get it non-galvanized, it's even better, because sometimes the galvanized will come off and be little, you know, little slivers and kind of confuse you. But that's what I use. It's not a big problem. So I've got one. If I have bigger rocks, I get some bigger rocks from a lode mine area and I crush those up. And then I've got that's a lot like about a 3-inch pipe. Then I've got one that's, I forget, it might be like about a 1-inch pipe. I use that to crush smaller stuff. But today I'm just going to use the bigger one. It's easier to mess with. I'm going to use that and put it in there and show you step by step how to crush this material, and maybe you'll end up with more gold than you thought. So next, what you want to do is take your granite and put it into your whatever kind of crusher you have. I'm using the 3-inch one here. Here's the one, and I think it's 1 1/4 inch. Yeah, 1 1/4 inch, and then you've got a smaller piece that goes inside. Anyway, so with the 3-inch, then I've got, you put a 2-inch with a cap and a T. You basically crush it up. You pour it into a classifier, because you can see some of it is crushed. I did it for like about 30 seconds. So even that could go through a smaller classifier. You see, the bigger stuff needs to be crushed again. So you can keep getting it down till you finally get it down to dust. Now, I'm not going to do that for this video just because time constraints, so I'm just going to give you an idea. Let's say if I just didn't really crush it down a whole lot. Let's see what we get. So you notice I have a safety pan here, since I didn't crush it down all the way. All the stuff that I'm pulling off is still good. It probably has gold in it, so it'll need to be crushed again till you finally get it down to, you know, like powder. But we'll just see what we've got in this stuff. Hopefully be a little something. Okay, let's just take a little look here. Oh yeah, there's some gold. There's a piece. Oh, there's some, actually, look at, there's some nice pieces in there. I'm actually surprised. There's another one. I'm going to have to do more crushing myself here at this rate. As you can see, it's pretty well, this stuff's pretty fine that came out of. So there's still plenty in there, and then even the stuff in the classifier here needs to be knocked down. That'll give you an idea then, and how you can get more gold out of the Paydirt you bought. If you have any of these other gadgets that you can use, everything in your Paydirt, you can just use a pan to get it out of there. But if you really want to get down and get the real super fine gold and all that. If you have one of these blue bowls here, it fills up with water, swirls around, and all the black sands go through here into a bucket, and all that's left is gold. So that'll help if you want to, you know, go through the whatever black sands you have left and do it that way. The other thing is, you can also have this recirculating sluice here. This saves time if you have a lot of pay dirt you're going through and just want to start off getting down to the concentrates. You can use something like this in your backyard. The water just recirculates, goes through the sluice. Got a little trap sluice hooked up to a mad mining box. Kind of modified it. Thought you might like to see some of the tools I use when I go out prospecting. I have a what's called a gold duster. It's a dry washer. It's put away right now, but it's my bigger dry washer, and it works on gas, and then it has a leaf blower hooked up to it and blows air and so forth. This is a different one. This one's made by Backcountry, and it's called the Tornado, and it works off electricity. You hook it up to a battery, and then it's just a vibrating unit. There's no air at all. It has this vibrator here, Bibco vibrator it's called. Just shakes the thing and classifies it that way. Works pretty good. It's a little smaller than my other one. Then here's my Fisher Goldbug 2. I use that. Then I'll show you one other device. Here's a sluice box that I haven't had a chance to use yet. It's made by Clean Gold, Fossickers.com, I think. And it has a unique black mat here. It's supposed to work really well. And then this is the main part, this blue section. What makes it different, I've got probably like 8 or 9 different sluices. I've got the Big Keen, I've got a couple that fold up like a Joby Backpacker, and the Royal one that folds up, and I've got the La Trappe and the plastic one, and then Angus McCurk, and anyway, a bunch of different ones. So this is the only one I haven't used yet. This blue, what happens, you notice there's no riffles. Well, on this you use your black sand to your advantage. If you're going in an area where you know there's going to be black sand, you just run the dirt and it'll start forming riffles itself that'll hold the gold into place. And then after that, you have a special way you clean it up. But I haven't tried it yet. It has little legs here you can hook up to. Here's a little squeegee you use when you're at the end to clean up, to get the black sand out of the way. So it's going to be interesting. It's supposed to be really good at getting really fine gold. So there it is. Trying it out pretty soon. Oh, that's about it. Hope you find a lot of gold and gems in my pay dirt.